Question. I just read an article about the 3 biggest mistakes, again, I didn't write this, to make on Turkey Day, and buying a frozen bird was one on the list. The article claims fresh tastes better. Is that true? I know you've talked about fresh being perceived as better than frozen with seafood. Does the same hold true for fowl? This is important, and it's especially important for people that live in California to understand. Raw doesn't mean fresh. Now, about 25 years ago, California chefs started this move towards fresh ingredients. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Everything had to be fresh, fresh all the time. As a matter of fact, Chez Panisse, which is just up the road a little bit of the ways, was one of the restaurants that really started this big movement. And that's great, because you live in California. Everything grows here. You've got all the food. Oh, aren't you proud? I live in Georgia. We have sweet potatoes, onions, and peanuts. That's it. So it's kind of tough. But what you have to realize in these days is that just because something is raw does not mean it is fresh. Fresh should be defined as the condition most like when it was alive. And anybody who's watched at least one science fiction movie knows that's cryogenically frozen, is it not? Right? So you're actually better off with frozen unless you really live near a turkey farm. Now, if you live near a turkey farm, you can go say, yeah, that one. Yeah, I want that. Oh, okay, yeah, now put it in the trunk. If you can, go harvest a turkey or have it from right up the road, then fresh is better. Most Americans will be better served by a frozen bird because it goes through less damage during shipping, okay? Will it always taste better? Huh? If it's fresh, as in from the next, house over, then yeah, that's going to be a better tasting bird. But if it had to be shipped from 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 states away, then most likely you're going to be better off with a frozen bird because they are actually watched over more closely and they suffer less in the way of temperature crimes, so to speak. Now, I'm sure some of the chefs are going to object, but I get to talk and they don't, so. Remember, frozen is sometimes fresher than raw. Okay? Not always, but often. It's certainly true of fish and often true of poultry.